We start with the 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for trade. Before I start the analysis, and I need to highlight that we have a Telegram and the Twitter. I try to share all the links from the YouTube on there. And the reason is I receive the comments, subscribers, they cannot get the notification. Then maybe they can join the Telegram or Twitter. Then from there, they can see the updates. And even if there is anything important, I will share or post there. And beside that, we have the playlist. This is the fastest way to for them to look for updates. Anyway, we start with daily 1 hour chart. If we refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was within this move, we mentioned we can expect the price to get one more drop similar to what we have here. This is what we get because we mentioned we were looking for flat. Then from there we can look for buy, and this is exactly what we get. Anyway, if we put this stop in relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. Okay, now we need to be quite careful since again we mentioned we're looking for flat for one move up, running flat, and this is what we get. And whoever get the trade, it depends on the strategy they use. They should move their, take out the trade or start to manage it. And now we want to see what's the next. If we move to daily chart, right now still we are within this correction. We want to see the price can break the previous top or not. If not, we can put this one as a flat for one more drop. That's why if we want to buy at the top, as long as the price haven't broke the previous top, we need to be quite careful, because if we move to forward chart, if we zoom in, we see even with this we mentioned in my last analysis about the possibility of the flat. We get one move with the breakout of this, we have a divergence based on lower time frame. We should know that the possibility of the price to retest this low, or it give us a deeper correction similar to what we have here for bigger picture. That's why from now, if you want to look for buy, as long as the price haven't break the 26 previous stop, we need to be really careful. Okay, in case we need to know that the possibility of the price to drop. And in this case, we move to 1 hour chart. We want to see how we can look for uh trade. As I mentioned, the price almost at the top. Buying at the top is not a really good idea, and since we have a divergence. Okay, can we put this one as a first move and look for deeper correction before we get the next move? Or this is the start of the down move, as what I explained. That's why the best things if we get the bigger correction before we get the next move. All right. Whether we get or not, we cannot confirm. But what I want to highlight here, if he wants to look for trade for buy, as long as the price haven't broke the previous top, any trade within this range we consider as a short-term trade. We need to be really careful. Okay, and right now, because most of the charts they have a similar movement, and right now we don't have any trade set up. The only thing is whoever get the trade within this move, they should start to manage. If we get a correction, we can look for continuation. If we get turns to be similar to what we have here, or even if we get the flag, a small correction, we can look for buy. But again, it's a short term buy. What I mean by short term within this range, as long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. Okay, right now, mostly we can expect, since we have a divergence, we should know that if we don't get the reversal, we can expect the price to correct and get a deeper, it turns to a deeper correction. That's why if anyone wants to look for buy, the best thing is we wait for the trade setup. Anyway, we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is whoever get the trade, they should start to manage, or at least take out the trade in the profit. And we want to see what's the next. And for sure, if the price drop in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us better trade setup. But right now, we cannot confirm unless we get the correction. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.